Good morning everybody. Thank you very much for the opportunity to Bruce White and to the University of South Australia. It's been a pleasure to be able to work in the last year on these two case studies that I'm going to share with you this morning. So we're going to make some mobile magic in science, and this has all been about mobile technology and using it. And we looked at the end product of where science teaching often takes teachers and students and the traditional side of that, and how we could change that to bring in a bit more creative play type activity that is going to engage the students. And so I guess the three goals that we were looking at were about this conceiving and presenting new information in science, the ability to challenge some of the ways that teachers are working with the end product, and importantly, particularly in the second case study I'll talk to you about, the longevity of some of the content. How often is it that people produce work in whatever subject and it's forgotten? It goes very quickly. Is there a way to get some longevity in that? Now let's move on to the second case study, and that's of location-based mobile science adventures. I want to do and give an opportunity for pre-service teachers and teachers in schools to be able to rediscover science, to be able to bring authentic science information, but add to it two more elements. And these are the three things that I think the Horizon 2011 report for K-12 points out. Three technologies are either right here now or are going to be of increased value in the next 1 to 2 years. One is mobile learning, the second one is augmented reality, and the third one is game-based learning. Mobile science adventures brings the three of those together. Most people get engaged sometime with the zoo. You go to the zoo, you look at the animals. If you're lucky, you might see an animal do a poo, which might be the highlight for you. What else happens? Pretty much you're given a sheet of paper, you fill out some information about the animal, you might show it to your group, a group does it, or the teacher takes it on board, etc. Well, we wanted to do more than that. And so what we did was to bring these opportunities for students to be able to engage very differently with the whole process. And so what we developed was the Mobile BioQuest, as we called it, a location-based mobile science adventure. It was on endangered animals, very popular project for year 4, 5, 6s and a lot of other years as well. So what we wanted to do was to take that online research topic on endangered animals and deliver a product that was a different product than that ever generated before. I mean, sometimes you engage with using technology in these sorts of projects, you might get a PowerPoint out of people. We wanted to go well beyond what the PowerPoint offered. So what they were able to do was to design and then deliver this location-based mobile science adventure by going to different animal enclosures after they've done the online research and bring up information about that on a mobile device. There was a free web authoring platform and a companion mobile app, put them together, that's how it worked. But they wanted to add more, and they wanted to add that game-based learning. So they added a little mystery. They put a letter next to each of the animals. I don't think you can see it on the Tasmanian devil there, but they put a little letter on some of the animals, and you had to collect the letters as you go through, collect some points, you get points, you win something at the end. It might have just been a fairly tokenistic sort of prize, but you were playing a game as you were learning. But the whole point of this was that the students created this themselves with the teacher. The key objectives for us were to look at what mobile science adventures and this ability to integrate augmented reality, etc., together would do for the students, how easy they could adapt to it, and of course look at what this could mean for longer term engagement and information in science. We found out that mobile devices do hold a high interest for students. Okay, no rocket science there. The students certainly were acting as teachers in the process. They were teaching other groups of students about what they found out and how they did their particular animal. It worked nicely like that. We found that they were learning things quicker than they were in a traditional way. Well, the teacher was telling us that, having done that project over a number of years, because they were really energised and engaged in what they were doing and researching. And I think the fourth dot point that you see there, I think that's one that I'm really passionate about. They were really motivated because what they were doing was actually happening at the Adelaide Zoo. They were creating for an audience far beyond their class of students or their school. And if you go to the Adelaide Zoo today or tomorrow or whenever, and you take your mobile device and you've got that app, you will be able to take their free endangered animal tour. It's there, it's up there, they've created for a world audience. And that really motivated them. They became very passionate about it, they became engaged about it. I'd like to share you just the video on the process. It's a bit rough around the edges. We used flip cams and we did some pretty crude editing, but here we go. What are some of the endangered animals that you know about that live in some of the continents?
Pandas from China. We know about koalas from Australia. Africa, we found leopards in Africa.
Move to the other spots that you can see on the map, and when you get there, a video will open. It'll be a video of an endangered animal for that continent.
NRE. We've found all the...
Come on, get the one up there.
Don't copy it, it's what you understand it to be.
We wrote, instead of that, we didn't change that much, but we said, critically endangered means a species facing an extremely high risk of extinction in the wild or in the future.
What your task next is to actually read through and in your group decide one or two from each of those categories.
A leopard. We picked leopard. There is a Persian leopard. Let's do the pig. Alright, we'll do the hippo and the leopard.
What you need to do is think about the important facts that someone else would need to know, or it would be useful to know, because we are still talking about why these animals are endangered. What can we do to help save these animals, help protect these animals? Okay, that's our inquiry question.
Critical endangered.
Critically endangered, good boy. What about the E? What's the E going to stand for?
Endangered.
Endangered. And what about the V? Oh, lovely. All together?
Vulnerable.
No, we need two friends. Go up. Is there any more? Go up, Hannah, go up.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sugar Superb Lyrebird of the Australia Zoo, and I want
Wow, lots of spots.
go on past one. There are over 1,000 points available if you get all up.
100 points?
Yes!
Yes.
We get another 100 points!
Okay, how many is that now? How many points now?
200!
Am I being hunted?
And what do I eat? Insects and fruit, crabs, fish and sharks, bark and beetles.
Insects and fruit. Insects and fruit.
Yes, 100 points.